In this video, we'll be talking about partial differentiation. So this is just an introduction to partial differentiation. Then we'll proceed to what is it called? To other questions in partial differentiation. But before we begin, let's start with the full introduction. You were given u equals to x squared plus xy plus y squared as our first example question. Now we're given this partial differentiation, unlike our main differentiation where you have the y over the x, where you solve directly, where you differentiate everything directly. For example, you're given y equals to x raised power n, then you say the y over the x would be what? The y over the x would be n xn minus 1. But in partial differentiation, it's a total different approach. It's totally different. So in partial differentiation, what we're going to do first, this is our questions. It's our question. So we'll be differentiating in respect to u. So instead of the y, instead of the u over the x, we would have the u over the x. I hope you understand. So now we're differentiating in respect to what? In respect to x, u and x. So now when you're differentiating in respect to just the u over the x, you're differentiating for only x. I hope you understand. We're differentiating for what? For only x. Then y becomes a constant. If you are differentiating when you have the u over the y, we are differentiating in respect to only y, x becomes a constant. That means you are differentiating for this, and x becomes a constant when x is alone. But since they are together, you differentiate for only x, and this y stays alone. So let's proceed and let's see how it goes. Now start from the u over the x, then we say we're differentiating for what? For only x. Now remember the equation when you have differentiation, it still works. When you have y equals to x raised by n, then you say the y over the x is equals to what? And this n comes to the front, then you have x n minus 1. It still works. Or you have y equals to a dot xn, then say the y over the x is what? An dot x minus 1. It still works. It's still applicable in differentiation in general. So back to our question. As we were saying, we say what? We say u is equals to what? X squared plus xy plus y squared. So what are we going to do next? What we're going to do is this. Involve this equation, but we're differentiating in respect to what? Y and x. So we start from x, we say the u over the x. So we're differentiating in respect to x. Now pick x and this, because y becomes a constant. So let's proceed. Then you say 2x. This 2 comes to the front, then you have 2 minus 1 plus, we're differentiating for only x. Then you see x is what? Raised to power 1, because it's just 1x, so it's raised to power 1. Then you say 1, then you say 1 minus 1 dot y. So I'm just breaking it down so that we could understand better. Plus, because y is a constant, y squared changes what? To 0. They'll say plus 0. I hope you understand. Then we'll proceed by saying the u over the x is equals to what? 2 minus 1, we have 2x. 2 minus 1 is just 1. Plus 1x is just that 1x, and you said 1 minus 1. And mathematically, anything raised to power 0, anything, be it 20, be it 200, be it 300, anything raised to power 0 from 1 to infinity is 1 mathematically. It's law of indices. So please try and subscribe to get our videos on law of indices. So this is 1, it changes what to 1 dot y. This dot is a multiplication, in case we don't know, plus 0. Then we'll proceed by saying 2x plus y. So this is our answer when it deals with partial differentiation. So now let's differentiate in respect to what's it called? In respect to y now. So we have the u over the x is equals to 1. Now we're differentiating in respect to y. So this x squared changes what? It changes to 0. This is y, not x. Because we're differentiating in respect to y, we should differentiate in respect to x already. So this x squared changes to 0 plus. Now we're not differentiating for x anymore. We're differentiating for what? For y. Then we'll say x now dot into brackets we have 1. Then we have y 1 minus 1 close brackets. Then we have plus y squared, that is 2y, 2 minus 1. I hope you understand. So we proceed by saying the u over the y is equals to what? 0 plus, like this and this are applicable. The answers we get from them are still the same thing. So we say x dot what? Dot 1 plus 2y. I hope you understand. Then we say the u over the y is equals to what? X plus 2y. So that's our final answer. Thank you very much. Please kindly subscribe. So